Hey everyone, welcome to Logan's Mosh Pit. Glad to have you here. Do me a favor and please subscribe if you haven't already. Today we're gonna marvel over a quite illustrious batch of albums that are celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. I assure you that the impact of these albums has not faded. They continue to pick up steam as we speak. One by one, I'll provide you with a quick overview of each album, accompanied by an interesting fact at the end. Try not to get bent out of shape if I ignore a record that you think should be on here. In all likelihood, I'll get around to it in a future episode. Also, I apologize if I mess up any names. Let's begin. First album, David Bowie, Young Americans. Release date, March 7, 1975. What I like about the album cover, I dig David Bowie's shimmering bracelets. Album length, 40 minutes and 55 seconds, filled with 8 total tracks. I discovered that the best song belongs to Fascination. Recording occurred at several different studios, such as Sigma Sound, found in Philadelphia, Record Plant in New York, and Electric Lady in New York. As for the lineup, David Bowie took charge of vocals, guitar, and keyboards. Carlos Alomar and Earl Slick both contributed guitars. Mike Garson played piano. David Sanborn was assigned saxophone. Willie Weeks offered bass, and Andy Newmark distributed drums. Total sales over 3 million copies. An interesting fact that applies to this album is that once a cluster of fans figured out where David Bowie was recording, they started meeting by the building. Bowie didn't shoo them away. He politely invited them to come inside and hear what they were doing. Next album, Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Release date, March 11, 1975. What I like about the album cover, the dapper-looking hat that Alice is holding. Album length, 43 minutes and 29 seconds. Packed with 11 different songs. I think the best song, bar none, is Department of Youth. Welcome to My Nightmare was recorded at multiple studios across the New York area, including A&R Studios, Electric Lady Studios, and Record Plant East. As for the lineup, Alice Cooper volunteered lead vocals, Dick Wagner and Steve Hunter took turns on guitar, Prakash John donated bass, and Penny Glenn chipped in on drums. Total sales eclipsed the 1 million mark. An interesting fact that pertains to this album is it spawned a TV special, a concert film, and a concert tour. Next album, Smokey Robinson, A Quiet Storm. Release date, March 26, 1975. What I like about the album cover, the random animal chilling in the background. Album length, 36 minutes and 39 seconds. It holds 7 separate tracks. In my opinion, the best song is easily Love Letters. The vast majority of recording took place near Los Angeles. As for the lineup, Smokey Robinson added vocals, Marv Tarplin was committed to guitar, Russ Turner provided keyboard, Michael Jacobson pitched in cello, Fred Smith bestowed horns, while Joseph Brown Jr. and Gene Pello shared drum duties with each other. Total sales. It's not clear exactly how many copies have been sold. However, we do know that A Quiet Storm has received substantial praise from numerous reviewers. It's still regarded as one of the greatest soul albums and one of the greatest Motown albums ever. An interesting fact associated with this album is that track number 4, called Wedding Song, was used at Jermaine Jackson and Hazel Gordy's wedding. Next album, Black Sabbath, Sabotage. Release date, July 28, 1975. What I like about the album cover, how the lightning bolt shaped S in Sabbath and the S in Sabotage match. Album length, 43 minutes and 8 seconds. Bursting with 8 different tunes. I believe the best song by far goes to Hole in the Sky. The task of recording was carried out at Morgan Studios, located in London, England. As for the lineup, Ozzy Osbourne supplied vocals, Tony Iommi took care of guitar, Geezer Butler brought bass, and Bill Ward pounded away on drums. Total sales, it surpassed 2 million copies. An interesting fact related to this album is that guitarist Tony Iommi also served as a producer. Last album, Jethro Tull, Minstrel in the Gallery. Release date, September 8, 1975. What I like about the album cover, the way it resembles a vintage painting rather than a photograph. Album length, 57 minutes and 55 seconds. Stuffed with a dozen different songs total. I definitely consider the best song to be Requiem. The recording process was undertaken at Maison Rouge Mobile Studio, found in Monte Carlo, Monaco. As for the lineup, Ian Anderson juggled vocals, acoustic guitar, and flute. Martin Barre welded electric guitar. John Evan played piano and organ. Jeffrey Hammond handled bass, and Barrymore Barlow dispensed drum beats. Total sales, over 500,000 copies. An interesting fact linked to this album is that the title partially reflected singer Ian Anderson's personal feeling of disconnect from the fans that he performed in front of. Well, that's it. What are some of your favorite 1975 albums? Let me know in the comments. That does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you next time. Till then, rock on.